On our way through Lexington, listen, for the show, this is what I'm dealing with. Shower traffic, and I couldn't do anything. Went home, had a shower, got all dolled up and all prettied up for everybody. Is that what you were laughing at before?
Yeah, you don't say that about yourself. You don't get dolled and prettied up. You're a man.
What am I supposed to do? I get all gussied up? What do I do?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
All prettied up. I don't know what to tell you. So, got all cleaned up. How's that? All cleaned up and ready to go for the sale tonight. You know, it's just been a long day. It's been a long 2 days for Amy and I got back here at like 4 o'clock. And I'm like, I gotta have a shower. I gotta get cleaned up and back in the car. And now with all the traffic in front of us, it says 5:06, 5:08. We're probably gonna be there 10 after 5. Mark McKelvey, I am confident, can start the show without me, and I'll be there toot sweet. As soon as I can, I'll be there for the sale. Now, you guys, it doesn't matter what I say right now because you will have already been through the sale. I'm going to load this video right before the sale because I am talking about horses that we are planning on bidding on tonight. So I want to look at 20 horses that make sense to me for tonight. There are some long shots in there. Probably a lot of these, if not all of them, are long shots that we could get them. But 20 horses that I'm watching just a little bit closer than the other probably 30 or 40 that are on my list. Number one is the first one. I love the analytics that come with a lot of these horses. I like number one. I like the video. Most of her entourage love number one. And it was Alan who messaged me and said, I love number one. One looks good. This guy needs to do what? What am I a jerk about? Zoom. No. Why would you call me a jerk?
I thought you were like speeding up so he couldn't get in front of you. I was like, oh, that was rude.
No, I was getting ahead of him. And Alan had said to me, Anthony, I love one, whatever, but tactile landing to Cantab mares, there's only been 3 make more than $100,000. That's a cool stat. I like that stat, and it gives you pause. I guess my question would be, yeah, but what mares were they? Where did the horses go? Who got them? There's a lot of questions that go into just a plain general analytic like that. But it's good to know those things. So I'm a little hesitant with a lot of these horses. What are the prices going to be? That's the biggest question. Okay, we're going to bid on them. To what end? When does it stop and start? I'm not going to tell you that, obviously, tonight. But I do have a number beside every single one of these horses. Number one in the sale is one I'm very interested in. Now, I did jump over a number of other horses that I did like because I couldn't just bring you a list of half the sale from tonight. Trust me when I tell you, probably 50 of the horses going through the ring tonight I have a price beside. But these were 20 that I thought, hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe, who knows? There'll be a fire and a barbecue outside and people won't be paying attention when they're selling some of them. Or for some reason, people just cooled on any particular horse for any particular reason. They won't cool on this horse, but what a good looking horse he is. Number 17, he's money. That looks like money's Walner brother. There isn't a line in the cosmos that should allow us to purchase this horse. But who knows? You never know. So number 17, he's money, is a horse that I'm very interested in. Number 19, right after that, Umbria. This is the tactical landing filly. Who's that out of? Oh, this is the one out of Anoka, Hanover. You like this one too, didn't you? Really, really nice filly. I liked her a lot. 24, one of my top picks in the sale. Now, I will say this about Rubios. Rubios, that's his name, right? That's how you spell it. Stands off a little bit, just a little bit. But in his video, it doesn't look to me like he's going to interfere anywhere. And that is a big deal. You can tell his conformation is not perfect because you can see he's going to splint on one leg and probably going to pop another one on the other one. These are things, I will say this, exact same situation with Jailbird Jug before people start saying, oh my God. We have lots of clients who are like, I just want pristine conformation. That's awesome. You can have pristine conformation, but if you think you're going to find pristine conformation on a horse on day one at a price that you want, I just don't see it happening. And that isn't to say, well, why would you buy an inferior animal just because you can get a discount? That's a great question, and these are great. That's a great dialogue to have. At the end of the day, do yourself a favor. If you are in Mohawk on Breeders' Crown weekend and you can get into the paddock, which you may not be able to do, but if you can, just quietly walk up and down the shed rows of the paddock looking at the conformation of all the horses in the Breeders' Crown. And I think you might might be a little surprised. So it's not always the perfect toys that run the best, is what I'm saying. So number 24, Rubio's, if we get a good enough discount, and that is us in a nutshell. We're looking for quality horses at a discounted price, and there may be a million reasons why you don't want a horse that stands like this. Well, that's a little bit different. But if you get Rubio's, it stands just a little bit off, a little bit askew. I think that that's a horse that I would rather pay. I would rather buy that horse at a discount than buy a high-end horse at full price. That is what I'm trying to say to you. So 24, Rubio's. Number 30, Amy loves this horse, and I like this horse too. Nalani Storm. This is the one at a fade out of you. Thought she might have been a little bit small and might demand a pretty penny on day one also. So I'm a little less certain. Of all the horses I just talked to you about, truthfully, Rubio's might be the first horse we actually get a true crack at. Number 30, I like. Number 34, Emmy. I love this filly also. This is the Chapter 7, right? Chapter 7 filly, the Valentina Blue family. Probably will bring a lot of money, and should. She's a good-looking filly. Number 42, one of my favorite horses in the wholesale. Actually, I'm torn on him and the other pacer, the two of them. And I'll talk about him in a minute. Number 42, first thing we got to do before you even write the check, maybe before you put him on the trailer, is change his name. Zitch Dog's Sergeant. I'm sure there's a great story behind that name, but if we happen to get old Zitch Dog, he is going to go through a name change, first and foremost. Just a really, really good-looking colt. Very athletic-looking. Just a really athletic, well-put-together horse, and he should bring a ton. This is Always Be Mickey and Ammo's brother. He's going to bring a lot of money. Number 42. Number 50, Valaris. Now, I told Daniel Cordini, he messaged me about this horse maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. And I said, Daniel, I like the horse, but when I look in the field, he comes close. It looks like he might find one knee at some time. You see them trotting and they kind of flip that in, and if they stand off a little bit, that's what you get. He's an imperfect horse. This is the Allurage 1, but he is a big, powerful looking animal. And when you look at a horse that is New Jersey only, well, he's on a mile track. I don't think he doesn't flip it right in, but he does kind of turn it over like it looks like it's going to touch that knee. So again, what I'm talking to you is not unique to us. We don't get some weird view of the horses that other people don't get. Everybody sees that, and nobody misses that. So what's a Valaris? What's a first crop Allurage 1 New Jersey only horse going to bring? It's a great question. Now, I guess it's important to say he's at a Venerable. It might be important to talk about also. So he's first full at a Venerable. This is supposed to bring a lot of money, and I suspect he will. But I'm giving you the pros and the cons of all the horses that I see. Oliver Blue, number 63, is probably one of my favorite horses on day one. Here's a horse, first crop, without a ton of pedigree. This is all kind of Ohio blood and middle of the road. This isn't standout blue-blooded animal. This is not a standout blue-blooded pedigree. But he is a gorgeous animal, and his video is tremendous. You are going to see tonight what a mediocre pedigree. Now, I shouldn't say that. His mother made $800,000, but she hasn't thrown anything either, has she? Tarasi, is it on there? You're going to see what an okay pedigree, a tremendous video, and a gorgeous individual will do tonight. Mark my words, we probably won't even get an opportunity to get our hand up. Now, I might be wrong. You can call me on it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd love to be wrong and come home with Oliver Blue. I just don't think it's going to happen. Number 66, Vancouver. This is a Bulldog Hanover. There's about 4 Bulldog Hanovers on day one that I have on my list. This is the one that made my top 20 list. This is the first foal from Firestart Hanover. Just a really, really good looking horse. And I liked everything I saw from Vancouver. Really like this horse. What's that? What about 45? Oh, the speed limit. Oh, I see. You tell me to slow down. I think that ship sailed. I mean, we're pretty well through it now. So number 66 I like. Now, number 68 is another pacer I really, really like. This is Strong Poison's full brother by Always Be Mickey. Now, a lot of people are down on Always Be Mickey's, but a lot of people aren't. I don't really have a problem with them. Do we even have one? Who do we have? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Who was it? I'm sure we had one too. I just can't think of who it was. We had one the first crop of Always Be Mickey's. I remember that. Yeah, not a very good horse. But how did Randy put it? They're either really good or not worth having. Something like that. And when it comes to this colt, I just think his body type is just so impressive that I think he might be, him and 42 are my two picks of day one, I think, if I was going to be completely honest with everybody. Number 68, Wings and Blue. Really, really like this horse. Number 74 is, what's that word? Well, can you try and read it?
Max WD shifts.
Max WD shifts. Okay, I'm going to say it's something other than that, but this is another AQED. This is Ramona Hill's brother. Ramona Hill's brother. This horse is probably going to bring a lot of money. Again, first crop sire versus an incredibly good pedigree. Again, we're all going to find out what happens with old Maxie tonight, but I do like 74 in case they're cool. If everybody wants to spend their money on Walners and maybe the AQEDs are sliding a little bit, it'll give us an opportunity to get into a really, really good pedigree first opportunity. It's not a filly, it's a colt, so we'll see. 77 Mountain Mama. I love this horse. This is a horse I highly doubt we even have a shot at getting, but I did put her on the list because I liked her a lot. This is she's a Walnut, is she?
No, Muscle Hill.
She's a Muscle Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that are the sister to Locatelli. Yeah, everybody likes this horse. So Mountain Mama, I love when you. I'm just checking the exit, honey. So Mountain Mama is a horse I love. Suzuki number 83. I also love. This is a Chapter 7. Another horse we probably can't even get our hand up on. Jot It Down. I think we have a shot at this horse. Jot It Down is the chimpanzee out of sister to Venerable. Stands nice, looks nice. I liked everything about this horse. Again, one of the storylines of the sale is a number of things. How are the chimpanzees going to be received? No real killers that I'm aware of, and if there is they're few and far between. There are some good-looking horses. We bought 5, and ended up with one that I really, really like in Degas, and the rest were not really lovable. Likeable horses, just not super fast, and certainly not what we need when we're going to Kentucky. This filly here is a horse I'm going to be watching just in case other people have similar stories and aren't putting their hands up when it comes to chimpanzee. Number 92, Amy Loves Oakley Dokes. I like this horse, but I just think it's going to go for a lot more money than I'd be prepared to pay. This is out of a sister to Ramona Hill, and it's a Muscle Hill. Muscle Hill, dual eligible, Kentucky, New Jersey, colt. Well, I thought it was a filly. No, it's a colt. You're right.
Do you remember his big stocky neck?
Oh, yeah, right. I liked Oakley Dokes. It's a nice colt. So maybe I was wrong. I thought this was a filly. There's a chance we might have a shot at this horse. Deadline is the Always Be Mickey brother to Be Perfect BG. That's the horse that Be Perfect thought in New Jersey was very lightly staked and put away for the year. We'll see her next year. And good family, J.K. Amara's in the third dam. This is a good family and a good-looking horse. Again, with Be Perfect BG being so good. This is one of those things where everybody says, you remember that horse? People might forget about that horse. No one forgets about that horse. And he'll end up bringing good money. It's just a matter of whether you're willing to buy and Always Be Mickey. So I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. Number 99, Captain Kangaroo. This is the brother to Captain Incredible. He's smaller. He's a little better put together. Captain Incredible is a big, strong colt. He does touch his knees. He does get out of gear a little bit once in a while. I'm hopeful that will dissipate as he matures. This horse, yeah, I'm not stopping for that yellow light. No, I don't have to stop. I'm going to what? I'm going to get out of the way of that truck, and he's going to go through. See? He didn't even notice. Captain Kangaroo, for the right price. I mean, the last two were 200 that were both, on paper, I'll be the first to say it. On paper, they were both flops. Captain Incredible has made $30,000, taking a market 51. So has 80 other 3-year-old colts, right? I think he'll be a good horse through his 3-year-old season. It's going to be a long haul to dig out of the hole that we dug with Captain Incredible, but that's racing. We're going to try and do that. His brother, I don't know much about, but again, neither of them got to that level. One, they're both 220 and 230. This guy, truthfully speaking, shouldn't bring more than 50, 40. And is that horse worth that? I'm not sure. I have no idea. We'll find out. I believe he is, I suppose, is fair to say. But I'm not going to go any deeper than that on this guy. This guy has to make sense. If we buy this horse, it can't be because we're chasing money we wanted to make or could have made with Captain Incredible. It's gone. Now we have as I said, a long road ahead with him. I'd be buying this guy in a standalone because I believe himself. He is a good-looking horse, and he is not built the same way as Captain Incredible either. I will say that right now. Number 100, Country Hill. I love Country Hill. This is the Maycarp Colt by Muscle Hill. I love everything about this horse. You looked at this horse also, right? Did you like this horse when you saw it in person?
Country Hill?
Yeah.
What number is that?
Number 100, right on. Really liked Country Hill. Liked everything about this horse. You did a video on him?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
And there's another one, Chapter 7.
And there's a Chapter 7 you did also. And also, number 114, 7 Don's Adio. Is a horse that Amy likes a lot, a horse that I do like. I think it's a nice horse. No idea what this horse actually brings. It is a Chapter 7. It's a little bit smaller. No, he's not huge. He's, okay, let's call him a large for a Chapter 7. Can we call him that? So that's what we'll call him. And that is 7 Don's Adio. I like the horse too. I thought he's a pretty decent looking horse. That's it for the most part. I had a number of other horses I priced, I liked. But these are 20 horses that I would be happy to purchase for our price. I'd be thrilled to get any number of the other 10, 15, 20 that I have priced because the prices are low. They just are. They're low. And I would be happy to get any of those horses. If we do, great. If we don't, it's more than likely we're not going to. But I am going to zero in on these 20. And if we can get a couple out of that list, then great. That's fantastic. That's what we're looking for at the sale right now. I don't know how many horses that we looked at, do you think?
Well,
have to be more than 400.
Did you look at new ones after I left?
Yes.
Or just redid?
No. We also went to Anvil and Lace. We looked at a couple at Hickory Lane. I bet you we've looked at 400 horses already since we've been here. Well, I mean, we looked at yesterday. You said we pulled out 60 at Hunterton.
Yeah, probably 150 yesterday. Probably
250, you think? All right, well, whatever. 250, Amy says. I think we've looked at more. It doesn't really matter. We've looked at a lot of horses heading into tonight, heading into tomorrow. We'll be up early again tomorrow. If you're heading out to the sales pavilion, Country Lane Farms has the best breakfast sandwich I've ever had in my life. It's very good.
I've heard the burgers are.
The burgers are amazing in the afternoon, but I was so full from the breakfast sandwich, I didn't eat any of the burgers. Are you counting? I had 3? I had 3, that's what you're going to say. I did have 3, and they were delicious. They're fantastic. The bourbon slushies at Spring Station are amazing. Oh, I know where all the food is. Don't worry about that. We're at the sale now. Follow along. We may have some live updates for you tonight. I don't know what Curtis wants to do in regards to live updates. We may have live updates for you tonight. But I tell you what, we will have a lot of fun at the sale tonight. It is day 1, everybody. Day 1. Lexington Select. We're here now. We're pulling in. I'm over to do the show. Have a tremendous night following all that we do at the sale. Take care.